families, offering a specific type of family therapy called eating disorder focused family therapy. It's a bit different to traditional types of family therapy because early on in the therapy there's a real focus on supporting young people and families to overcome the most difficult aspects of eating disorders. So the therapy is broken down into 4 phases, but they're quite fluid, the phases, so it's not like you do one and then the next. They're kind of intertwined. So initially the focus is around engagement and building a therapeutic alliance. So we're trying to get kind of shared goals for the therapy, getting a really detailed assessment, so thinking about the impact of the eating disorder on young people, on relationships, on family. The second phase is probably the most different to traditional forms of family therapy, so that's when we're really supporting families to overcome the most difficult aspects of the illness and really thinking about reducing the medical risk. Obviously with particularly with anorexia nervosa, we know it has the highest mortality rate out of all mental health disorders, so it's really important early on in the therapy to attend to some of the physical complications, and I guess within that phase we are supporting parents or carers to take a real kind of different approach to supporting their young people. Eating disorders can be really tricky to overcome independently. Young people often really need the support of the people that they're in relationship with. As we're moving from the second phase to the third phase, we might be thinking about the role of, say, anorexia in managing emotions. We'll be kind of thinking about independence and adolescent development and kind of getting development back on track. We'll be thinking about maybe what led the young person to become vulnerable to the illness at this time, but also thinking about the uniqueness of that individual. So we know often with the young people that we work with, there can be a real kind of intolerance of uncertainty, lots of anxiety. Some of our young people have real kind of perfectionist tendencies. So I guess it's thinking about all of those kind of parts and how they've come together. As we're moving from phase 3 to phase 4, we're starting to think about endings. We're thinking about kind of reclaiming life from the illness. The eating disorder brings a real kind of narrow focus and a real restriction, not just in terms of food intake, but in terms of life, and life becomes kind of dominated by the eating disorder. Families become organised by the eating disorder, and I guess as we move through the phases, the conversations really widen up and we're attending to different areas. It's really thinking about kind of reclaiming that life and getting life back on track, really, and also kind of thinking about when there's difficulties in the future, how might we do things differently, how can we safeguard all the changes that young people and families have made.